through the test cup mouth. Add high purity or distilled water to the bathtub. The water surface should be kept at a distance of 3-4 cm from the tank head. That's complete with water. After adding water, instrument boot, put a stirrer into the water bath. At this time, the center position stirrer should be in a rotating state. Prepare the stirrer rust bar before the experiment. Rust rod handle beaker lid sandpaper glass beaker. External oil sample, high purity water petroleum ether. Main interface, click the menu button. Enter password 0. Click on parameter settings. Set the water temperature to 60 degrees Celsius. Hit the exit button. Click the exit button again. Return to the main interface. Check the default temperature should be 60 degrees Celsius. Click Temperature Control. The upper right corner shows Temperature Control. Wait for the actual temperature to be constant at 60 degrees Celsius. Measuring water and actual temperature with a mercury thermometer. If there are any errors, they can be corrected. Cleaning sample cups and utensils with petroleum ether. And put it in an oven with a temperature not exceeding 65 degrees Celsius. Dry and set aside. Take out the polished rust rod and set it aside. Take 300 milliliters of sample respectively. Pour into the corresponding experimental beaker. Take a clean stirrer. Put them into the experimental beaker separately. When the water temperature remains constant at 60 degrees Celsius, use a thermometer. Measure whether the actual temperature of the water is 60 degrees Celsius. If there is a deviation, click on the menu and enter the password 0. Click Maintenance Services. Perform water temperature correction. Input correction after the temperature correction is completed. Observe the current temperature of the instrument water. Is it consistent with the displayed value of the thermometer? If they agree, the next experiment can be carried out. Put 2 experimental beakers containing samples. Put it into the test hole separately. At least 2 groups per experiment. The instrument is equipped with 4 experimental holes. Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 4. This experiment is Channel 3, Channel 4. Attention! The liquid level in the bath should not be lower than the oil level in the beaker. You can see it in the beaker. Close the beaker lid. Insert the thermometer into the thermometer hole. The depth of entry is 56 millimeters. When channel 3 grams is open and channel 4 grams is open, wait for the sample to be kept at a constant temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Now the stirrer in the beaker starts to rotate. It's 60 degrees centigrade, plus or minus 1 degree centigrade. Take the rusted rod and the rusted rod handle. Rotate and tighten separately. Put them into the corresponding experimental cups respectively. Make the lower end 13-15 mm away from the bottom of the beaker. Continue stirring for 30 minutes. To ensure that the test rust rod is completely wet. After the 30-minute timer is over, off timer 3 and timer 4. Remove the thermometer through the beaker lid thermometer hole. Inject 30 milliliters of high-purity water into the beaker separately. Then put the thermometer back in. After adding water, click timer 3 and timer 4 again. Keep it at 60 degrees centigrade plus or minus 1 degree centigrade at 1000 plus or minus 50 revolutions per minute. Continue stirring for 24 hours. After the 24-hour clock expires, click timer 3 and timer 4 to reset. Remove the rust rod. Drain. Rinse the two rust rods separately for oil rice. Observe the corrosion of the rust rods in the two groups of experiments. At the end of the test period, both rust rods are rust-free. Then the experiment is qualified if both rods are corroded. You need to take 2 more rust rods for another experiment. If the 2 redone rust rods rust, the experiment fails. If the 2 redone experimental rods are not rusted, the experimental results are unqualified. The degree of corrosion is generally determined to be slight rust, only no more than 6 rust points. The diameter of each rust point is not more than 1 millimeter. Medium rust more than 6 rust points, but less than 5% of the surface area of the experimental rod. Severe rust. The corrosion area exceeds 5% of the surface area of the experimental rod. After the experiment is over, remove the thermometer, remove the lid of the experimental cup and remove out of the experimental beaker using petroleum rice. Clean each experimental vessel separately. Without the next experiment, cover the test hole with a dust cover. Shutdown temperature. Just turn off the instrument.